Hello, and welcome back to Sweet Satsuko's Hysteric Birthday Bash. Today we're going to be doing Chapter 2. Let's get right into it. So we did Chapter 0, we did Chapter 1. This is Chapter 2, Stranger in the Spotlight. Stranger in the Spotlight. Within the auditorium stood Yoshiki, Morishige, and Mayu, as well as the junior high trio Nana, Chihaya, and Nari, and the ever-coupled Azusa and Ran. In the front of the room, presenting over them all, were Sachiko and Yoshikazu. So, is everyone here? The hell is she making us do now? You know what? As I look around at the students here in Heavenly Host Elementary, I notice that we have a lot of drama club members. So it seems only right to put this on as a play, don't you think? A play, huh? Oh, are you in drama club too? I feel like I've asked them the exact same question once before somehow. Yes, as are Chihaya and Nari. Though as first-year drama club newbies, we've got our hands full learning the basics, and I can't really act, per se, just yet. A level even below that? Don't know if you'd call it the basics or what. I've never even tried to act before. I'm in the same boat as Sir Knight. Will you stop calling me that already? Sir Knight? Because his name is Kishinuma, and Kishi is the Japanese word for knight. It's a wonderful name, don't you think? Wonderful nickname. It does have a rather romantic ring to it. Not bad, Knight Numa, huh? That uniform. Are you two from St. Cruz Academy by any chance? It's unlike you to have friends among their student body, Kishinuma. Yes, it is unlike me. Hey, I resent that implication. But really, my memories of these two are hazy. I think I met them somewhere in here, actually. St. Cruz, that's a missionary school, famous for its really top-notch drama department. That's awesome. Wow. Thanks, you're all so cute. I just want to hug you all to death. Dear wife, you're far too willing to hug people other than me. That is a service you should not be offering. Alright, everyone, quiet, please. At Sachiko's clap, Yoshikazu let out an angry roar and struck the floor hard with his hammer. A dull sound rang out, and the entire room shook. Whoa, calm down, man. Hey, lunkhead, you be quiet too. The silent roar. All it took was that one simple scolding, and Yoshikazu halted his rampage on the spot, slinking back a bit. Guy's loyal as can be to Sachiko, and only Sachiko, huh? Yeah, I don't really understand why, though. Perhaps she's got some kind of dirt on him. I know there are several of you mixed in who have nothing to do with drama club. But Kishinuma, your reactions amuse me, so you're going to be participating anyway. So make sure you're the best reaction performer there is. Hey, how does that even mean? Azusa and Ren will be assigned a similar role, I think. We're in the same performance category as Sir Knight? That's rather unexpected. Look, I'm not a performer in any sense of the word. Honestly, dragging me back into this crap, just leave me be already. I am of the same mind, I'm sorry, but I will not participate in this farce. Do you think it's really okay to say that? Huh? Sasuke curled her lips upward in an unnatural-looking smile and produced a gas burner. The hell are you doing with something like that? Wait, I remember that burner. I remember it, but from where? Shit, that's the burner from when I die, isn't it? Oh, shit. Maybe I was supposed to play, because in the beginning, what's-her-name said that people who didn't play... What's it called? Blood Drive weren't gonna get some of the things that were said in this. But then the wiki said that you had... I know the wiki can be changed by anyone, but, like, multiple sources said that this was the order you had to play it in. And even the official, like, the official site says it happens between... during the events of the first game and the second game. So why would the third game be so important if it happens like during the events of Blood Covered and Book of Shadows? Whatever. Literally it said to play the first game Blood Covered, then Book of Shadows, then Birthday Bash, then Blood Drive, then Dead Patient. No! The anatomical model that should have been Ash by now was back up on its feet, engulfed in the flames once again, and quickly embraced Yoshiki as it had before. But the sensation was more than simply burning. Every last skin cell on Yoshiki's body felt like it was melting. The pain was almost incomprehensible. Shinozaki, run! Run! No, no, no! What's going on, Kishinuma? Satsuko, stop. Please stop. I get it. I'll do it. You win. I'll do the show, goddammit. You will? Yay. Well, I guess that's a look into the future that will be, dying as Yoshiki. Goddamn. Satsuko tossed the gas burner aside like a rag doll, and an innocent smile instantly lit up her face like the child she was. Sure isn't easy remembering your own death. Wait, hold up a sec. How the hell am I remembering my own death when I'm still alive? But then, what was the vision I just had? Kishinuma, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. My thoughts are just kind of muddled there for a sec. We're trapped in a time loop. This birthday bash, as Satsuko said, has happened many times before. I almost forgot, any good production needs an audience. I'm gonna go call everybody in. So, Satoshi Shinozaki and the others are all gonna come watch? You've gotta be kidding me. Hey, maybe I should call in the spirits who live here too. What do you think? How about no? No, you're no fun. Certainly never expected to put on a performance in a place like this, huh? Well, it is what it is. Might as well just go with the flow, right? I hate it, if I'm being honest. But if you two are okay with it, then I'll give it my all too. It's like fate that we've all been brought together like this. And if we're doing this anyway, we might as well have fun with it, right? As long as dear wife is saying she'll do this, I can't possibly refrain from participating myself. Shake, you know if you try this, it might surprise you. You might even have fun. So what do you say? Why don't we give it a try together? When faced with Mayu's smiling, hopeful face, Morishige could do nothing but let out another small sigh and acquiescence. I suppose if you're going to beg, I have no choice. Yes, I get to see Shig perform. Mayu certainly seems happy. Morishige, you and Mayu are obviously quite close. Are you a couple, perhaps? No, nothing of the sort. It's just if I weren't there to help her along, I'd be a little worried about her, that's all. They're brother and sister. Oh, Mayu, you say that, but the truth may be something altogether more complicated. Yup. And just what are you implying? Please, pay us no mind. They're brother and sister. Stop it. We just cut the schoolyard rumor crap and get this embarrassment over with already. No, let's not rush things, no matter how unreasonable the demand for it may be. The theater is still the theater. I have no intention of cutting corners here. If I am to participate, then I must strive to give 120%. What are you getting all serious about this for? I like it, he's quite gallant now. Considerably different from the certain knight I know. Hey, you might want to use a little more subtlety in your jabs. Dear White, please remember, infidelity will not be tolerated. Gallantry is gallantry, it deserves to be commended. Not so breathlessly, though. You know, though, seeing Morishige get serious about play acting is kind of a nice prospect. Nana was mostly muttering this to herself, though it was audible to the rest of the room, as well possibly unbeknownst to her. Oh, Nana, don't tell me. Nana, are you... What? No, I just... What's wrong, Mayu? Is something bothering you? No, nothing at all. Well, that's good then. So dense. Kishinuma, you don't seem very enthusiastic. How can she expect enthusiasm for a play under circumstances like this? Kishinuma! What is it? Shinozaki is in the audience, so you know. And that's the worst part of all of this. If you play it cool, she might just see you in a whole other light, you know. Alright then, if I'm going to do this, I might as well make it a play to remember. Played like a fiddle. A fiddle called love. Do you two mind? Seriously, stop talking behind the guy's back, it's rude. There's something off-putting about them. Don't know what it is. Quiet please everyone, no more talking. Let's begin the show, shall we? Before that, may I take one request? Okay, what? Before one can begin a stage performance, it's important to prepare the script. Has the script for this performance been prepared? Don't underestimate Sachiko. Hey, Blockhead, bring the books. In response to Sachiko's barked order, Yoshikazu slowly and unsteadily spun on his heels, then lumbered out of the auditorium. The hell's the Franken zombie headed? After a few uncomfortable moments, he returned, holding something in his arms. Are those sheaves of paper he's got? Yoshikazu handed the sheaves of paper he had bundled in his arms over to Sachiko, who immediately turned and presented them to Yoshiki and the others. I prepared 5 different scripts because I couldn't decide which I liked the best. Sweet, if these are scripts Sachiko wrote, this can only end badly. Well, come on, choose your fate. Dramatic classic, Romeo and Juliet, Japanese flavor, Princess Kaguya, as expected, horror story, charmingly childish, Sentai heroes. These are all terrible. So I've heard of this. There's horror story. Never heard of this. Never heard of this. But I kind of want to go with it. Because Romeo and Juliet isn't really the most romantic ending. So, Japanese flavor, Princess Kaguya. How about this one, Princess Kaguya? That was originally folklore, and nothing too horrible happens in it, though this is Sachiko edition, so we mustn't let our guard down. Well, it's worth a shot, right? Cast image is for illustration purposes only. Actual cast may vary. Once upon a time, in a certain village, there lived an old man and an old woman. The old man, a bamboo seller, always headed into the mountains to cut bamboo, but he was the lowliest of peasants, barely making enough to scrape by. I feel like the deck is already stacked against him based on that description. Indeed. But today, as the old man pulled himself up the mountain, grunting and groaning and creaking all the way, he spotted a bamboo stalk shimmering like gold. Oh me, oh my, what have we here? Solid gold bamboo, is it? I can sell this for so much money. It'll make me the richest man in town by far. Old man's kinda coming across as a dick. Yeah, but the naughty old man look is pretty in right now, so it's cool. Friend, I don't think that's the idea here at all. Now then, let's chop this sucker down and get rich all quick like. So the old man started cutting into the bamboo. What he found inside was a cute little girl, scarcely big enough to fit in his hand. Nice to meet you. I'm Princess Kaguya. Born from the bamboo. Say you're such a Princess Kaguya. Well, the wonders never cease. Let's take you back home and show you to Grandmama. He did exactly that. And old, Grandmama was extremely surprised. My, it's an adorable little girl, and so tiny like a doll. Let's raise her as our own. Sure, that sounds good. I'll let you raise me here. No stinker. Sure is a condescending one, though, ain't she? Princess Kaguya was then raised by the old couple, and grew at an exceptional rate. Within 3 months, she was a beautiful adult woman. But 5 court noblemen heard of her beauty, and flocked to the old couple's house like hyenas, having fallen head over heels for her radiance. Princess Kaguya, please marry me. No, you're going to marry me. What are you saying? Princess Kaguya is mine. I will be the one to take her hand in marriage. No, I will. Your wife, you have me. How can you even think of giving your hand to another? Ren, it's a play. It's all pretend, remember? Oh, that's right, phew. Thank goodness, thank goodness. One after another, the 5 of them proposed to Princess Kaguya, and she was assigned each a certain item they must bring to her to win her betrothal. You bring me a loose board. You bring me a candle. You bring me an antique doll. You bring me a black cat plushie. And you bring me a rusted valve wheel. All of these items can be found somewhere within Heavenly Host Elementary, so go find them and bring them to me. A loose board, an antique doll? Are you seriously telling us to go trek through the school and find these things? We'll all die. Oh, when it's all for love, one's life is a small price to pay, isn't it? I was afraid you were going to say something like that. Now I'm going to wharf all 5 noblemen into the main building of Heavenly Host Elementary, all for the sake of their dear Princess Kaguya. And the unimaginably gruesome scene that awaits them there is... Just stop right there, I don't want to hear it. Man, Kishinuma, Morishiki, you two do nothing but complain. I'm picking a different script. Charmingly childish Sentai heroes. A Sentai hero story? Seriously? You've even got that prepped? You could have chosen any script and that was your selection? You really are but a child, Sir Knight. Oh, no, wait. I just grabbed it to get a better look. I didn't even know what it was. No, it might not be so bad. Let's have a look at it, shall we? Cast image for illustration purposes only. Actual cast may vary. It was the end of the century, and Japan was being targeted for incursion by an evil organization bent on world domination. Backed into a corner, the people of Japan called for a group of legendary heroes, the Warriors of Heavenly Host Elementary. Heavenly Host Red, Sachiko Shinozaki. So it's like the Power Rangers. Heavenly Host Red, Yoshikazu Yanagihori. I hate it. Heavenly Host Red, Yuki Kano. Oh, cool, they get the Spirit Zone on this. I like that. Heavenly Host Red, Tokiko Tsutsuji. Heavenly Host Red, Ryo Yoshizawa. Together, we five are the Warriors of Heavenly Host Elementary, the Heavenly Host Corpse Brigade. Damn, that's creepy, and how the hell can you be defenders of righteousness when you're all walking dead in spirits? Furthermore, why are you all red? Don't each of the members of the Sentai group traditionally each take a unique color? Well, I mean, we're all covered in blood, so red is the only color you can really see. You're going to make the kiddies cry. Damn it, it's hard enough to imagine you five protecting the peace as it is. Let's just pick a different script. Oh my god. If it's just supposed to be a horror story, I'm gonna cry. Go on Romeo and Juliet. I guess we might as well start with this one. Romeo and Juliet, a classic. Good choice, I've always wanted to experience a true love story myself, so that was my top pick too. I guess when it comes down to it, you are still a little girl, huh? No, let's not mince words here. She's an evil spirit, not a little girl. Don't call departed souls evil spirits. That's a serious faux pas. Well, shall we read our scripts? Saying the same thing. The setting is the Italian city of Verona. There are two noble families who were feuding with one another. The Montagues and the Capulets. I am Romeo of the Montagues. Today I accompanied my friends, Mercutio and Benvolio, to sneak into the Capulet family's ball. However, if my identity as a Montague were to be discovered, there would surely be hell to pay. Alas, what appeareth before me? Such radiance, who is the blossom of beauty I behold? I am thy captive with by a single glance. Please, fair maiden, may I ask thy name? I am Julia of the Capulets. Yo, Morishige, isn't this like really bad? I mean, your romantic partner is an elementary school girl and an evil spirit to boot. I mean, originally there were like 11 in the play, so yeah. In drama, trivial concerns such as age and social standing are cast aside. We are, at this moment, Romeo and Juliet, two nobles infatuated with each other, dealing with harsh, complex circumstances. Do not disturb us again. I mean, I'll try, but that's asking a lot. My lovely Juliet, with thine jet black locks and red dress. 'Tis as if thou art a crimson rose bathed in the moonlight. Wouldst thou do me the honor of sharing a dance? It would be my pleasure. This all just seems like plain old Romeo and Juliet to me, and Sasuke seems to be enjoying it too, so I guess this is going well. So it would seem, since Sasuke prepared these scripts, I was wondering what surprises might be in store, but so far good. Let's see how it plays out though. And so the story continued. This and that happened. Eventually, in order to be with Romeo, Juliet took some medicine that made her appear dead. However, upon seeing her limp body, Romeo assumed she had actually died. Oh, Juliet, why must it have come to this? Juliet, I shall now imbibe this poison, that I may follow you into the great beyond. That's right, this is where Romeo commits suicide so he can be with Juliet. Then Juliet wakes up, sees Romeo dead, and falls into despair, taking her own life as well, for real. Those poor kids. Juliet, if I must be without you, then what reason is there for me to be at all? I shall die at thy side. And so Romeo stuck a knife into his chest, ending his life. Wasn't it supposed to be poison? After several hours, Juliet awoke, only to find her beloved Romeo lying next to her deceased. The plan went off without a hitch. The Montague bloodline has been brought to an end, and this town belongs to us Capulets now. Did I really get a bad end? Oh no. This verse is not Romeo and Juliet. Twist completely ruins the mood of the story. Well, that's fine, isn't it? It's a brand new Romeo and Juliet, getting rid of all those old, outdated ideas. Let's just pick a different script. I thought it was pretty good. You know what? None of these stories are even remotely good. I'll come up with something myself. How's that? You will? You bet, Sachiko. What kind of story did you most want to see? Well, that would be a romantic comedy, of course. Okay then, romantic comedy, huh? How about this? There once was a girl named Sachiko who attended a particular school in a particular town, and on this particular day she slept in and was running late. No, I'm gonna be tardy. Owie. As I hurried around the corner, I suddenly bumped into someone else who happened to be rounding the bend just then. The impact knocked me over. Oh my, running in the halls isn't very ladylike, you know. Are you alright? Can you stand? The boy I'd bumped into was an upperclassman. Come on now, take my hand. What's wrong? You seem a million miles away. That was the moment I fell in love with this boy. Oh no, thank you. Really now, I've never heard of a love story starring such a pallid heroine who wears such tattered clothes and runs in the halls. Well, what do you want from me? Sachiko's the only one who's desperate to see a romantic comedy. That is true. Why do I have to be her love interest? Don't sweat the details, man. My friends quickly picked up on the fact that I had something, or rather, someone on my mind. Sachiko, you've been acting a little strange lately, don't you think? Did something happen? Did you eat something you shouldn't have? Huh? Oh, no, it's nothing. Everyone was always very mindful of me when we all ate together. They were true friends who would do anything for me. An evil spirit eating lunch in her classroom like a normal girl? Something about that doesn't seem right to me. Don't worry about that. Pretend she's just a regular high school girl with a bad complexion or something. Okay. Oh, I get it. Now you're in love. Love, is that it? Guess I couldn't hide it any longer. Who is it? Tell us. Okay, he's a boy in the junior class, Morishige. Well, Sachiko, of course you'd fall for a good-looking one. You should really just go in for the attack. Don't let him know what hit him. At my friend's urging, I decided to let Morishige know how I felt about him. I planned to time my attack to appear coincidental by hiding against the wall at a corner I knew Morishige would walk past, lying in wait for him there. Sachiko lying in wait for me around the corner is definitely a horror scenario. Yeah, I can see that, but that's how young maidens in love behave, isn't it? Isn't it? What are you big bros talking about? Oh, nothing. Meaning nothing you need to worry about, just put it out of your mind, okay? But as I waited, I saw it. Morishige's eye had been caught by someone else. Of course, his fucking sister. Shit, bro, let's head home together. But let's stop off at that new crepe place along the way, okay? I've got a craving for strawberry custard. I could never refuse a request from my dear sweet Mayu. There was no doubt about it, this was Morishige's girlfriend. I hate it here. Kishinuma, what the hell is with these embarrassing lines? You're just having some fun at my expense, aren't you? I'm just keeping it real. From an outside perspective, this is how your interactions with Mayu actually appear. But that's not how it is. Mayu and I aren't... Calm down, geez. No need to get so hot under the collar. You're starting to make me feel kinda silly now for writing all that. Now, where was I? What was I to do about this unfortunate development? It was at the time that two more upperclassmen appeared before me, Kishinuma and Ayumi. What's wrong? You seem troubled. Want to talk about it? It's an upperclassman's duty to help out a lowerclassman in trouble, so don't hold back. The two of them were rumored throughout the school to be madly in love with one another. Well, it turns out the boy I like has somebody he likes. How did you two get to be such a perfect couple? Oh, I see now. Well, we started going out when I confessed to him. I told him, Kishinuma, I love you, in those words. This is just his fucking fanfiction with Ayumi. Yep, that was it. Alright. Kishinuma, I believe it was customary for one's fantasies to stay locked up in one's head. What do you mean? Shinazaki's role in this was just random. A coincidence, certainly not a fantasy. I'm not so sure I buy that. Listen, the first step is always just to come out and say how you feel. And do it all at once, like you're ripping off a bandage. Okay. Sachiko, having received a healthy dose of courage from her seniors, decided to take their advice and just attack Morishige head on. Morishige, I'm in love with you. Sachiko. Thank you, it makes me very happy to hear that. I've always thought you were quite cute too. In this manner, a second contender for the role of best couple in school was born. Morishige and Sachiko entered the ring against me and Shinozaki. Hey Kishinuma, what the hell are you doing? Just going around having us confess to other people at random. Quit making crap up. Shinozaki, this is just a play, no need for the blown gasket. I don't care if it's a play or not. What's unpleasant in reality is just as unpleasant in fiction. But I mean, that's what acting is all about, isn't it? Uh-oh, I think Yoshiki got taken down a peg. Kishinuma. What? I like your script. Huh? Let's do it. And Ayumi, you've got to play your part. What? Get fucked, Ayumi. Can't believe the script I wrote is actually going to be performed. Damn, how come I have to be part of this too? If only it were Mochita instead of Kishinuma. Are you kidding me? Wrong end. My heartfelt dream end. So I guess I have to go with horror story then? As expected, horror story. I didn't really think that we were gonna do the horror story. So this one is horror, right? Let's not. It'll just bring back memories we'd rather not remember. But this is one of my recommendations too. If you won't even consider it then, I'll just have to kill you. Damn it. Okay, let's see here. This one's titled Sachiko of the Toilet. One day a rumor began circulating among the female students that there was a ghost in one of the bathroom stalls. What? Did she just insert herself into the Hanako of the Toilet story? The rumor says that if you go to the 3rd floor girls' room and knock 3 times on each stall door, you'll get an answer from the 3rd stall. Now if you open the door, you'll see a little girl with bobbed hair wearing a red skirt, and you get pulled right into the toilet. How about we test this particular ghost story today? But Nada, what if you actually get pulled in? You shouldn't tempt fate like that. There's no need to get so scared, Chihaya. It's just an old urban legend. Right, so let's try it out. Starting with the stall on this side. Shut the goddamn door! Oh shit, we finally get to see the ghost who's been yelling at us for 2 whole games every time we go to the fucking bathroom. Who the hell is that? He's my special guest. The mysterious gentleman Shimoda. Where's the titular Sachiko of the Toilet then? Don't worry about it, the real story is just beginning. Did you say Sachiko of the Toilet? I see. If you wish to meet the Sachiko, here's what you must do. Is this a paper doll? It is. You must all grab a hold of the Sachiko proxy doll and tear it apart as one, chanting Sachiko we beg of you as you do so. Upon doing so, you'll be sent to a place called Heavenly Host Elementary and... So we'll just end up right here then. And the unimaginably gruesome scene that awaits you there is... Seriously, just stop it. All you're doing is rubbing our noses in the trauma we've already experienced. Man, Kishinuma, you're really selfish. I just don't want anything like that to happen to us again. That was no joke, you know. Let's just pick another story, like for real, please. You know what? None of your stories are even remotely good. I'll come up with something myself. How's that? You will? You bet, Sachiko. What kind of story did you most want to see? Well, that would be a romantic comedy, of course. Okay then, romantic comedy. Huh? How about this? I think it's just gonna play out the same thing again. Okay, so it does just do it all over again. So I have to say these are all terrible. And then we go to the very beginning. Each and every one of these is messed up in one sense or another. Indeed, who pray tell wrote these scripts in the first place? Do you really want to know? Hey, Blockhead, bring in the scriptwriter. On Satsuko's order, Yoshikazu once again left the auditorium. Oh, fucking hell. only to re-emerge moments later with Kazami in tow. Here he is, the author Kazami. Kazami, man, dude's huge. I am Yuya Kazami, a second year at Bukiden Senior High. Oh, hi, I'm Yoshiki Kishinuma, a second year at Kisuriga... Or, never mind that. What the hell is up with these scripts you wrote? They're all messed up. They're mean-spirited and cruel. And like, if you're going to write a Sentai story, at least make it read like a Sentai story. All the scenarios I wrote share a common theme, death. Specifically, consciousness at the moment of one's life ends. When one is aware of one's own impending demise, what glorious explosion of life can be seen? That's simply what I wish to behold. A life that ends, releasing its brilliance into the ether. Yes, that is what I seek more than anything. The true glow of life. I don't give a crap about any of that. You need to write better material. Do make a good point, Kishinuma. Today is my birthday party, after all, so I really want to see something more fun. That being the case, Kazami, you're no longer needed here. Period. Yoshikazu grabbed Kazami's back collar and yanked him off his feet, then began stumbling toward the door, dragging him along behind. Damn it, let go of me, you monster! But it was no use. Kazami was soon gone from the auditorium. Man, what the hell was his problem? Okay then, let's start over, shall we? We should just write a new script. Mayu, do you think you can do the honors? Oh, sure. Much appreciated. Now there's just a matter of what to write about. It's gonna give me 10 more options again. No, Morishige, Sachiko is like shooting daggers over this way. You don't think she's got a story in mind that she really wants to hear, do you? Yeah, she just might. She totally does, you can see it in her eyes. This is Sachiko we're talking about, however, whatever story she proposes will surely be cruel and improper. Still, she did specifically say this would be fun, so maybe it'll be okay? I have a really good idea, you know. I kinda like Sachiko in this. But this paints Sachiko in a better light. It is supposed to be fan service. And there it is. It's out there. Now we have no choice. We have to listen to whatever it is she wants from us. But that's... Why is it nobody ever wants to listen to me? It's such a good idea, too. We're here, you're loud and clear. Just call off your monster already. What kind of story did you have in mind, Sachiko? What I want to see most of all is a detective story. A detective story? That's right, and I'm gonna be a detective for righteousness, leading a ragtag group of boy detectives. And together, we're going to use problem-solving and reasoning skills to catch one bad guy after another. So, doesn't that sound cool? Well, it sounds better than the last round of scripts. But I don't see you as a detective. You'd be rather suited for... Kishinuma, stop. Shut your mouth. No more talking. I understand, Sachiko. I'll write a detective story. Okay, Mayu, you have good sense. Thanks. Don't provoke her like that, Kishinuma. You wanna get us all killed? Sorry. Okay, so if anyone has any good ideas, let me know. If we all work together, we'll get this script done a lot quicker, I think. And if we're writing a detective story, then we need to come up with some tricks to surprise everybody, right? Oh, I remember reading about a really cool trick in an old whodunit novel a long time ago. Really, what was it? I have an idea as well for what it's worth. Way ahead of you. More Yuri, right? That's what it needs. Of course. No, I think in this day and age, the preferred choice is to add some boy love instead. Hell yeah. I prefer something a little more standard. Literally all the girls were gathered around Mayu, clamoring to include their ideas in the script. Meanwhile, Yoshiki and Morishige kept a healthy distance. They're seriously getting into it. That's good though, isn't it? It'll ensure that the dialogue flows smoothly, and if the dialogue flows, there will be fewer complications. You don't actually do anything when you're not ordered to, do you? Wait, you don't actually do anything when you're not ordered to, do you? You just stand around and wait like this until Sachiko tells you what to do? Don't you get bored? You got it pretty tough too, don't you? Okay, I think we have the basic story mostly worked out. But the finer details are going to take some time to write. I doubt we'll be able to get it done today. This party will only last the day though, so it has to be done today. That's true. As long as there's a rough story to work with, the rest should be okay to ad-lib. Hold up, Morishige, I suck at ad-libbing. He's worthless. Worthless Sir Knight. Shameful Sir Knight. Shut the hell up, I told you all from the start that I can't act. You just keep on making decisions after decisions after decision that includes me anyway. Calm down, Kishinuma. I'll make sure to give you an easy role to play. That should be a fair compromise, don't you think? Alright, time to roll up the sleeves and get to writing. Yes, please do. About an hour later, the script is done. Nice work, Mayu. I'm sorry to always place the burden on you. Oh, it's no problem. I've always liked writing scripts, and just being able to see you act for the first time in a while has me excited. I see. Then I must be certain. Wow. Then I must be certain I live up to your expectations. It wouldn't be a Moonsong stream if I didn't stutter like 20 million times. Feeling a bit envious, Sir Knight? What? No, of course not. Looks to me like reality just punched you in the face. As you finally realize that your beloved Ayumi will never return your feelings. Damn it, just shut the hell up. You two never stop. Interjecting. It's really pissing me off. You two do more for a rather cute... You two do make for a rather cute couple. But you can never hope to reach our level of lovey-dovey hijinks. Huh? And always, my dear wife and I share a perfect mutual love. None can possibly compete. Why is that so? Since when have we shared a mutual love again? You know, you're lucky I love that cool as a cucumber personality of yours, dear wife. Now then, with the script completed, next up is the casting call. The roles are Investigator, Assistant, Victim, Boy, Discoverer, Material Witness, and Narrator. The Investigator role will go to... Sachiko glared at Morishige harder than anyone in the history had ever glared at another person. Sachiko, of course. Yay, woo! Sachiko gestured excitedly. She was genuinely thrilled to be fulfilling this role. Damn, she's happy. So, who's going to be playing the other roles? Under normal circumstances, we'd hold auditions to determine that. Audition? She cocked her head to the side, visibly puzzled. She seemed wholly unfamiliar with the concept Morishige chimed in to explain. That's right, each person in turn gives a quick read-through of the lines from the character they wish to play. Then we vote on who gets each part. Which role are you going for, Shig? I believe I'll set this one out. What? Why? Because I'd surely be given a bit role, and that somebody won't do. If I can't have the spotlight, then I just as soon take backstage duty. I fucking hate... So, as a theater kid myself, all throughout high school, and, like, I love acting, it's, like, a big dream of mine. Fucking people like this, they're like, you know, if I can't have the lead role, what's the fucking point? The fucking point is that you're a part of it. Like, holy shit, you're, what, you're a freshman? You're not gonna be a freshman and have a lead role. It goes to seniority in a high school setting, regardless of how good you are or not. But, you know, in the adult setting, it is how good you are, no matter what age you are. So, you know, in high school, sorry about it. If you don't get the lead role, being, you know, part of the cast, and even a background character, is still super fun. Like, go for it. It's so cool. Oh my god. And don't undermine your backstage people. They're the whole reason the play exists, and the play moves as smoothly as it does. What are you saying, Morishige? Now's got the right idea, Morishige. You can't give up before you've gotten off the ground. I feel the same way. If you do this, Morishige, if you don't do this, Morishige, who will? Exactly, aren't you always saying that when you try, you should always give 120%? Well, you can achieve that, you just need to believe in yourself. Mayu, girls. It's a valid point. You'll no doubt do much better than Sir Knight, with his other lack of theater experience. Yeah, for sure, just give the bittiest of the bit parts to him. You two are just perfectly content in your cruelty, aren't you? We love mean lesbians. Girls, I'll do my very best. Shig, don't hype this creep up. Thank you all. Like we'd leave you in the lurch. Sukataro, not in your life. Things are getting interesting now. In this script, however, all the roles aside from that of the investigator are largely interchangeable. So it won't matter who plays what role, is what you're saying. Then why not just assign the roles at random? What is it? I want to hold auditions. We've already got the role of the investigator, though. The title of the play is Spirit World Investigator Sachi, so the lead really can't go to anyone else. But I still want to hold auditions. What do you think, Shig? This is a request from Sachiko. We can't very well say no. Yeah, but we already know who's getting the important role, so it's just a waste of time, isn't it? Then we'll do it for show, an audition purely for sport. Everyone, please gather around. At his beckoning, everyone present, save for Sachiko and Yoshikazu, gathered around Morishige. First of all, I must ask that you all take care to not let Sachiko or Yoshikazu know what we're discussing here. So you see, Sachiko has asked us to hold auditions for this play, auditions which include herself. What? But didn't she say from the start she wanted to play the detective? What are you going to do? I thought perhaps we could all agree to hold a sham audition session. But if Sachiko learns of the deception, she will no doubt be displeased, and I think we all know this can't end well, so we must all be convincing. No kidding. So, what do we need to do? Hey, what are you talking about over there? Don't worry about it, it's nothing important. Alright, listen up, please. First and I think that should do. Thoughts? Morishige looked around at each and every face individually, as if to visually confirm their understanding and resolve. And each in turn nodded when it was their turn to meet his gaze. Everyone was clearly very nervous, but all knew what had to be done. Okay, plan A, start. Alright, let's begin the audition, shall we? Of course, we can't choose roles without seeing everyone's acting chops after all. That's right, auditions are of paramount importance. So how does an audition work? First, you let us know which role you're auditioning for, which role you want. Then you try playing the role, and we decide by committees who's best suited to get the part. Oh, me. I want the investigator. You know it's the lead role, isn't it? Why is no one else raising their hand? Seems suspicious. Sachi was getting upset. Figured there was little chance she'd accept getting the role without competition. We're moving to plan B. Something definitely isn't right here. Are you all really taking this seriously? I think I'd also like to try out for the lead role. Yeah, me too. I've only ever played supporting roles so far. It's time to branch out. I'd like in on this too. Me too. Maya was the first of the 4 girls to announce their intentions. Sachiko was to have some healthy competition as far as she knew. Wonderful. As members of your respective drama clubs, I look forward to seeing your performances. The play acting begins from the start of the auditions, huh? What a weird mess we've gotten ourselves into. So cutting me, there are 5 people all auditioning for this part? The lead really is a popular role, huh? Really? Even if they're only doing it because Sachiko was starting to get mad. Okay, I'd like to begin the auditioning process then. If you 5 would please step forward. The line you'll be reading in Spirit World Investigator Sachi's entrance. I am Spirit World Investigator Sachi, and I've come to illuminate the darkness of the Netherworld with the light of reason. That's the line. First up is Mayu, if you please. I'm Spirit World Investigator Sachi, and I've come to illuminate the darkness of the Netherworld with the light of reason. That was quite wooden. Was it? Huh. Next up is Miss Ogasawara. I am Spirit World Investigator Sachi, and I've come to illuminate the darkness of the Netherworld with the light of reason. You seem to really stumble over your words there. Sorry. Next up is Miss Amatoya. Right. I am Spirit World I'm sorry about that. I seem to have something in my throat. You see, unfortunately, I don't believe we can have the lead role played by an actress with such a throat. I understand. You're up, Miss Yamase. Please show us what you've got. I'm Spirit World Investigator Sachi, and I'm sorry, I can't do it. What's wrong? I'm just not cut out for the lead role yet. I'd like to withdraw from the running. You understand, I'll remove your name from the as a candidate, then, Miss Yamase. From what I've seen, I don't believe any of you are suited to this role. Sachiko's acceptance is virtually guaranteed, even without hearing an audition. Something's not right. I get the feeling you all read that line badly on purpose. Are you all just faking? Plan B is a no-go. She's getting really upset now. I think you overdid it. Anyone would have been suspicious. Time for Plan C then. Ahem. Morishige turned to address the crowd once more. Not one of you is giving this your best. I can't even rightfully call this a true audition. Shall we take it again from the top? Okay. I'm Spirit World Investigator Sachi, and I've come to illuminate the darkness of the Netherworld with the light of reason. I'm Spirit World Investigator Sachi, and I've come to illuminate the darkness of the Netherworld with the light of reason. I'm Spirit World Investigator Sachi, and I've come to illuminate the darkness of the Netherworld with the light of reason. I'm Spirit World Investigator Sachi, and I've come to illuminate the darkness of the Netherworld with the light of reason. Sachiko, how was that? It's really good. Now it feels like a proper challenge. In that case, Sachiko, it is now your turn. Ahem. I'm Spirit World Investigator Sachi, and have come to illuminate the darkness of the Netherworld with the light of reason. Holy crap, that was the most wooden acting I've ever seen in my life. What the hell are we supposed to do with that? We don't have a whole lot of choice. No one but Sachiko can take the lead role here. Yeah. So I guess everyone just has to vote for Sachiko to take the role, and that'll be that? Except for acting like that, I don't believe I can accept her as the lead. Don't push the issue, Shig. I'm sure with a little practice, even Sachi can be a good actress. You're right, I should bite my tongue for now. Morishige took a deep breath, then turned to face the others. Mayu, meanwhile, began handing out sheets of notebook paper. Alright, we will now begin the voting process. Please write the name of the person you think would be best for the role of Sachi, and pass your paper to me afterward. After a couple tense minutes, the votes were all in. I'll now present the results. As Mayu said this, Morishige looked over the candidates in turn. Seems like Sachiko was the unanimous choice for the role. Congratulations, well done, Sachiko. There really was no one else who could have been chosen here, if you ask me. Yeah, it was clear from the outset this wasn't even a competition. Only Sachiko has what it takes for this lead part. Hey, doesn't it still seem pretty obvious that we let her win on purpose? In retrospect, it may have been bad to vote for the vote to be unanimous, but that's what's done is done. I did it! I'm the protagonist! Thank goodness, she seems to have bought it. Yeah, it looks like the first hurdle is clear. And she's all happy like this. She seems like another innocent little girl. She really does. Everyone else okay with just being assigned the rest of the parts? Yes, I think that'll be fine. The roles are all written based on specific people in the room in the first place, since there weren't originally going to be auditions for the cast. Okay, so if we're just being assigned the roles, let's hurry up and do it already. Of course, I will now announce the full cast list. First of all, there's the lead role of investigator to be played by Sachiko. Got it. Next, the investigator's two assistants, who will be played by Takai and Kobayashi. Understood. I'll do my very best. Next will be the victim, played by Kishinuma. Kinda figured I'd get a role like that. And I'll be playing the victim's friend. The initial discoverer will be played by Ogasawara and her two friends, Yamase and Amatoya. Okay. And finally, Mayu will be on narration. No problem, leave it to me. Does this seem okay to you, Sachiko? Sure thing, no problem at all. I can't wait for the performance. In that case, we'll move on to rehearsals. The first order of business will be vocal exercises. You're really putting your all into this, Morishige. Morishige's eyes were focused. He was indeed treating this as a true rehearsal. Although he was always a bit of a loner, Yoshiki never seen him like this before. To the others, he must have appeared positively radiant. Shig, bro, you're on fire right now. Mayu, shut up. Everyone, please line up over there, legs apart and shoulder width. Let all the tension out of your shoulders, and we'll begin with basic diction. I like this. No one had any objections. They did as they were told, lining up and striking the indicated pose. Now, open your mouths wide and repeat after me, speaking from your chest, not your throats. A, E, O, E, O, A, O. Kishinuma, Sachiko, you're not speaking from your chest. You mustn't let the words trickle from your mouth, but flow from them, fierce as a river. Alright already. He really isn't messing around. There you go, now you've got it. Is Sachiko actually seriously rehearsing? This is unbelievable. I'm more worried about the fact that Morishige is criticizing her performance at all. Is that okay? Yeah, if he incurs her wrath, who knows what would happen. Next up is actually getting up on stage for some real acting. Ogasawara, you're first. Alright. Morishige and Nana promptly stepped up onto the stage. So, you're the one who discovers the crime scene, which means you'll be performing a scene conveying an air of mystery. I'll read from the inspector role. Suddenly, he pointed at Nana and adopted a persona that differed completely from his usual demeanor. It's like he became someone else altogether. Ogasawara, you are the guilty party. Huh? Why? That's preposterous. What is your basis for accusing me of this crime? Please, explain yourself. Morishige nodded in approval. Nana's acting had passed muster with him. Excellent, you didn't just say the line, you showed the emotion behind it in your expressions and movements as well. You have quite a knack for this. This is what I wanted to convey to the rest of you. It's not enough simply to say your lines, you must become your character. Period. Which is exactly what I can't do. Thank you, Ogasawara. Next up, Sachiko, you give it a try. Okay. Morishige leaped off the stage and Sachiko climbed up to take his place, since she was now to take on the inspector role at long last. Alright, here I go. Nana, you are the guilty party. No. Morishige's sharp, obviously aggravated dismissal echoed forth from the foot of the stage. That was less like an investigator and more like an evil spirit about to murder someone, which is exactly what she is. I was afraid something like this might happen. When you're here, you're a righteous investigator bent on apprehending the wicked, and no righteous investigator would ever laugh so creepily. Whoa, dude, seriously, cool it. Should you really be saying things like that, Morishige? That's an awfully confrontational attitude to take under the circumstances. Morishige paid these concerns no mind and continued with his detailed criticism of Sachiko's performance. Do you understand, Sachiko? You are a righteous investigator. Don't forget that. Is Sachiko mad? Is she fuming? Morishige is going to get killed. How would Sachiko react to such hard criticism? Would Morishige indeed be killed? Everyone was abuzz, silently, with speculation, but then... I understand, Morishige. No, Morishige-sensei, I'll do better next time. What? Sensei? Sachiko, heartless and cool as she is, isn't angry with him? There's something really strange about seeing Sachiko behave like a proper student. Strange, more like unsettling. Way too unsettling. Hey, please keep your voices down over there. You're disturbing a rehearsal. Oh, sorry. Morishige's really taking this seriously. Yo, Morishige, if you make that much fuss over this, are we really gonna finish today? If you sweat every little detail, we'll never get to the actual performance. Cutting corners is out of the question. True drama means giving 120%, and I make it a personal policy to give no less. But all that matters is satisfying Sachiko, right? What the hell are you getting so worked up over? Sachiko, let's take it again from the top. Okay. Nana, you are the guilty party. No, not enough righteous indignation. Again. Crap, he's losing her. Hey, Suzumoto, can you stop him? If this keeps going on at this rate, this ain't gonna end well. I concur, Mayu. Please stop this. Put a stop to this. The others approached Mayu with similar requests, and she was the closest to Morishige. She'd be the most likely candidate to halt his rampage. However, Shig is a man who takes play acting very seriously. And right now he's on fire. I would never dream of putting a stop to him doing something so majestic. You're freaking serious? Doesn't matter if he's on fire, literally or figuratively. If he makes Sachiko mad, he's gonna be stone cold dead. Isn't there any way we can stop him? As this discussion occurred, Morishige's drama lessons continued upon the stage. Alright, give it another try, exactly as we discussed. You are the guilty party. You still aren't getting it. Well, he keeps scolding me, it's not fun at all. This is bad, Sachiko's seriously getting pissed off. I don't like where this is headed. Nana ran over to the stage and called out to Sachiko. Sachiko, Sachiko! What is it, big sis? Would you come here for a second? Big Sis has something she wants to talk to you about. Although she looked a bit perplexed, Sachiko did as she was instructed, descending from the stage. What's the matter, Ogasawara? Oh, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. Sachiko, over here. Nana took Sachiko's hand and led her away from Morishige. I've been doing the last little while is rehearsing, so your timing is great. I want to do something more fun. Sachiko, listen. The reason Morishige is so strict with you is because he has high expectations of you. Expectations? You've heard the expression tough love, right? That's what this is. Because he knows you're a talented spirit with tremendous acting potential. That's right, without even realizing it, he set you in his sights. To help you realize your potential as a as a genius child actress. I can't read. Everyone had gathered around Sachiko and now spontaneously erupted into a round of applause. I see, the plan to flatter Sachiko and earn her favor that way. So you all have high expectations of me? You bet. We know you can read your part even better, and are all willing to let you practice as much as it takes to get there. And you wouldn't let your audience down, would you? So you should get back to rehearsing. Okay, if you're all that confident in me, I can't say no. Sachiko nodded a bit sheepishly and returned to the stage. Are ready to resume rehearsals? Time is short. Morishige, you recognize my talent, and that's why you're so strict with me, huh? Pardon? It's okay, you don't have to say anything. I know, and I'm gonna show you my true acting skill. I don't know to what you're referring. But you seem motivated. And that's what matters. So, shall we take it from the top once more? You are the guilty party. No. He slapped that bitch. Did he seriously just slap Sachiko? Oh, this is bad. Wait, look. Nana pointed up to the stage, redirecting everyone's attention back to Sachiko. Morishige, I won't give up. Well said. That's what I was hoping to hear. You need to keep believing in yourself, Sachiko. I know you can do this. Morishige. Sachiko. What's happening here? Things were have suddenly gotten kind of awkward. Shig, you're amazing. Mayu's eyes widened and lit up like firecrackers as she stared at Morishige up on the stage, giving guidance to his pupil. He slapped her. At least one person here seems to be getting into it. What the hell are we actually going to actually move on? Oh, when the hell are we actually going to move on? Y'all. These are unedited. Y'all can see my true no skill in reading. Kishinuma, where are you going? Seems like my time at bat isn't for a good long while yet, so I'm gonna walk around a little. With distant eyes, Yoshiki left the auditorium. Alright, just one more time. Let me hear you really sell it. You are the guilty party. As Morishige continued to focus all his attention on his new star pupil, the others all rehearsed on their own. Although they'd only briefly appear on stage, he still found time to put on a full dress rehearsal, and then finally it was the main event. Everyone, thank you for seeing this rather harsh rehearsal period through to its end. All that remains now is the show itself. It's finally over. I'm so glad Morishige didn't get killed. Killed? No, I'm not playing the victim. He doesn't even realize the mortal danger he was in, does he? At any rate, the acting is more or less on point, meaning the only thing left to take care of before we begin is the stage setting. No problem there. I'll change the backroom scenery as we go. You can do that? Today, Heavenly Host Elementary is in a full party mode, so a little thing like that is a piece of cake to take care of. To illustrate this point, Sachiko began snapping her fingers over and over in succession, and the stage's background changed as if by magic each time she did. Wow, we really don't need to worry about the stage setting if you can do that. It was then that the auditorium door creaked open and Ishiki finally emerged through it. Kishinuma, you missed rehearsals entirely. Where did you go? It was kind of a journey of self-discovery. That's not an answer, but okay, it's almost time for the performance to begin. Seriously, but I haven't rehearsed at all. In fact, I haven't even seen the script, so I don't even know anything at all about the role I'm playing. If I'm the victim, doesn't that mean I'll be, like, fighting with the culprit and running and all that? That could be tough to pull off. Not to worry, this role I've assigned to you can be played without even a moment of rehearsal. Huh? Should we call in the audience then? Hey, Blockhead, go get everybody. With one moan of acknowledgement, Yoshikazu exited the auditorium. Moments later, murmurings from the other students could be heard from beyond the exit doors, and then they all began filing in, one after another. So they're actually performing a play, huh? Can't imagine what we're in for. Especially with Sachiko as the heroine. Aren't to perform a lovey-dovey romance scene with you, Naomi? No thanks, I'd be way too embarrassed to perform in a romance. You're so cute when you're embarrassed. Come to think of it, I have yet to actually see any plays with Morishiki and Suzumoto in them. I don't think you can count on it being anything close to their usual output if it's a play of Sachiko's design. Do we really have to watch it too? Let's just do as we're told for now, Naho. Sayaka, the seat next to mine is empty, you know. I think it goes without saying that I'll be sitting next to Naho. Thank you very much. Period. Wait, since when have you been back here? You'd say use. What kind of play they putting on? Any idea? Satsuki, you're supposed to be quiet at the start of a performance. One after another, the other people who had initially been brought to the auditorium at the start of the day filed into the room once more. Ultimately, the audience wound up consisting of over 20 people. Can't believe there are this many of us here. Alright, everyone, let's head backstage and get ready. Our debut is nigh. Just do as we rehearsed and give it everything you've got out there, okay? We now present to you a performance by Sachi's Fun Time Friends, entitled Spirit World Investigator Sachi. If anyone in attendance has a cell phone, please switch it off or set it to silent now. Your patience is requested as the actors prepare for the start of the show, though we do invite you to enjoy its trailer while you wait. They even made a trailer for it? You really put a lot of effort into this for some reason. A sudden and mysterious murder. Someone has died. As more and more suspects emerge, a sinister plot begins to brew. I'm gonna draw in his Japanese history textbook and give beards to all the famous people. Francisco de Xavier. The top half of his face is lacking hair, while the bottom half has way too much. First world problem. Unsolvable mystery meets insatiable desire. I just bought the newest sweet treat from the convenience store. Oh, this looks good. But how many calories does it have? Why do human beings have to get fat when they eat yummy things? At long last, they seek aid from her. Hello? Have I successfully reached Spirit World Investigator Sachi's offices? What's that? You don't sell that kind of ramen here? We called the wrong damn number! Dear wife, calm yourself. New style horror mystery. Spirit World Investigator Sachi, coming soon. Well, she's a good narrator, but the actual things she's narrating leave a lot to be desired. Just pure chaos. Please be advised that the PV you've just witnessed is an image reel. The actual contents of the play may differ completely. So the trailer was pointless? Our story begins with a daily school routine, the kind you might find anywhere in Japan. But those halcyon days of predictable tranquility are about to be thrust into ruin with the scream of a female student. Someone has died! I even did voice exercises for this, yet my character doesn't have one single line. Guess that's what Morishiki meant when he said he'd be okay without rehearsing. The other students came on stage, one after another, upon hearing Nana's screams. What was that? Did you say there's a body? What happened, Nana? Nana, are you over? This person is really dead. Who in the world could have done this? First things first, I guess I'll snap some photos for later. Of course you will. Who the hell thinks of snapping photos as first things first? Kishinuma, who could have done such a horrible thing to you? What could have possibly happened? Are you a friend of his? Yes, Kishinuma was my best friend. Damn it all. Who was responsible for this? The body is still warm. He must have just been killed. You don't think the killer is still in the school, do you? Oh no, what do we do? Nana, Nari! Nana, Nari, and Chihaya pressed in close to one another and began to quiver. Everyone, please try to stay calm. Stay calm. Preposterous. My best friend has just been killed, and the murderer may yet to be the one loose within these very halls. Yes, but carrying on won't change that. So, how about we instead try one of the school's 7 wonders? 7 wonders? Yes, specifically, she who appears when the school's peace is thrown out of balance, using her superior detective reasoning to bring villains to justice. The Spirit World Investigator, Sachi. I'm going to need you all to grab this Sachiko proxy doll and pull, tearing it apart. And that will make Sachi appear? Yes. So we just need to all pull it on it at once, then. Let's do this. 1, 2, and... What? Everything's gone dark. Dear wife, are you alright? Taking advantage of the moment of confusion for a sudden embrace is forbidden. Come on, no harm, no foul, right? Is everyone okay? Yeah. Who are you? I'm Spirit World Investigator Sachi, and I've come to illuminate the darkness of the Netherworld with the light of reason. Have no fear, I am the champion of justice. Whoa, 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 you expect us to believe champion of justice with those scissors in your hands? I concur, no matter how you look at it, she seems every bit the villain. What the? A monster out of nowhere and it's going bonkers? It's because we complained about Sachi's entrance, isn't it? Through the ritual, the students had summoned Spirit World Investigator Sachi, and she wasted no time beginning her investigation, utilizing the services of Azusa and Ran as her assistants. So, this is the victim. That's correct. No witnesses have come forward, and far as we can tell, no material evidence has been left behind. We suspect the culprit to be the fastidious type. So, am I just supposed to stay here like this the whole time? Actually, what am I even doing? This is an evil spirit who kills people whenever she wants to. I'm following the damn script. I am. No, I can't act up now. She's in a good mood, and if I break her out of that, it's entirely possible she'd just up and kill us all. I guess for now, I'll just keep on lying here. When a man's voice is gone, one must listen for whatever voice remains. Huh? Look, at his fingers. He's written a W in his blood. Oh, that's amazing. I didn't notice that at all. It's the most basic of basic tools at a victim's disposal. And typically, when one writes in his own blood, people tend to notice it. Yeah, that's my Naho. Way more perceptive than the average schoolgirl. Nothing to it. In this case, it's just rare for any incident like this to actually have blood lettering left behind at the crime scene. Almost never happens. These are the last words of the deceased, his dying message. His dying message was a W. But what could that mean? Everyone, gather in the classroom, please. I believe I pieced together the chain of events that led to our victim on his path to the underworld. And so everyone present gathered in the nearby classroom, whereupon Sachiko revealed what she had deduced. What's this all about? Why have you brought us all together? Don't tell me you know who did it. Who in the world was it? Please tell us. Calm down, everyone. We have indeed determined the culprit by way of the victim's dying message. If you would please, Spirit Investigator Sachi, speak now the name of the killer in dramatic fashion. Gladly, the killer was... you, Nana. Huh? What? Me? You're telling us it was Nana? I see, the person who discovered the body is indeed a person of considerable interest. Now, just hold on a minute, why me? Elementary, of all the people involved in this case, you are the only one with a W in your name, Nana Ogasawara. Or should I say, Nana Ogasawara. Seriously, if you wanted to indicate my name using the English alphabet, wouldn't you normally use the first letter of it? Oh, but there are others present with O or N in their name. That, I believe, is why he went with W. I can't imagine a dying man is going to put that much thought into it. You know, that's a good point. Sachi. Hey, everybody makes mistakes, even master detectives. Well, it's certainly rare for a master detective to overturn her own accusation this quickly. I'll need some time to reach a new conclusion. Until then, everybody's dismissed. What? Why are we all gathered together in the first place, then? With her keen intellect, Sachiko quickly realized the flaw in her initial conclusion and returned to the hallway to continue her investigation. So, the W wasn't pointing to Nana. Sachi, do you have any idea who the culprit might be? Sachiko remained quiet for a moment, seemingly contemplating the question, but then, with a face that seemed to say, Eureka! A realization dawned. I know, I figured it out. I was mistaken about the meaning of the W all along. You know who did it then? Yeah, Azusa ran, gather everyone in the classroom. What's this all about? Why have you brought us all together? Don't tell me you know who did it. Who in the world was it? Please, tell us. Calm down, everyone. Sachi has indeed uncovered the meaning of the dying message for real this time. Now, if you please, reveal to us the solution. Sure, but first, I need you all to turn up your shirt tails and show me your waists. Huh? What? Why exactly? Because of the victim's dying message, the W he left behind must stand for waist. It is my judgment that the culprit must have an incriminating mark on his or her waist like a scratch. I see, it is fairly common in mysteries for the assailant to have incurred an injury during the scuffle, to try and hide it afterward. Do you mean showing my waist in front of Morishige? I understand, I'll go over there, so I'm out of sight. And you can call me whenever you're done. You don't have to go anywhere. I think it's fine if you just turn around. And maybe the rest of us can form a circle around who's ever being examined so no one else can see? Okay, that sounds fine. Wait. Everyone else seemed totally okay with this plan, but Nari wore a doubtful expression on her face. It just didn't seem well to sit well with her. Caught with your tail between your legs. The murderer is you, Nari. No, wait, I didn't do it. Your hesitance just now was all the proof I needed. That wasn't... Nari, can't be, can it? There's no way she could have done it. As she said this, however, Nana grabbed Nari's shoulders from below, locking her arms in place to render her more or less prone. Chihaya, I've got her. Go, get what we talked about, quickly. Okay. Chihaya took off running. What? Chihaya! When she returned, Chihaya was holding in her hands a tape measure. Nari, I'm going to need you to hold still for just a moment, and Morishige, you look away. Certainly. No, Nana, Chihaya, please, let me go. I'm sorry, Nari. We'll be gentle, though, I promise. No! I got the waist measurement. You put on some pounds like I thought, even though you promised me, Nari. It's not me, it's the sweets. I have a weakness. It's because sweets and delicious things exist in this world. And suddenly it connects back to the trailer? I understand all too well, no matter how much I try to cut back on sweets, it's never as easy. I always cave. More than just a tool for polishing one's beauty diets. A robe must not deviate from a principle. One cannot become a model of womanhood if one is tempted to the dark side by the siren song of sweets. Incidentally, were there any markings on her waist to indicate some involvement in the crime? No, none at all. I don't think Nari would ever do something like that either. See for yourself, her innocence lies bare before you. Nana, don't just pull up a person's shirt tails. Nope. There really aren't any injuries or anything. Hey, Morishige, you show your waist too. I am most assuredly not the perpetrator of this crime. So I fail to see what this will prove, but if I have nothing to hide, here. The others all lined up and exposed their waists one by one, and not a single person displayed any markings that might indicate guilt. Sachi, what does this mean? Hey, everybody makes mistakes, even master detectives. So your deduction was off. Again. You all shoot, get out of here. She's rather demanding. Having concluded that Nari was not the murderer, Sachiko returned to the scene of the crime to look for further clues. So if it wasn't Nari, then who was it? Seriously, how the hell long do I have to lie here and play dead? Master Detective might ask, what part of this demonstrates mastery of anything? My patience is still really starting to wear thin. No choice but to follow the script. I am not getting killed during a play. No, I pick a fight with Sachiko now. All the progress we've made so far will be in vain. I just gotta grin and bear it. Just take it like a man. If Sachiko is satisfied, maybe she'll even let us go back to our own world. Sachi, who's the real culprit? You seem torn. There's no need to worry. This time for sure, I'll unmask our murderer. The culprit is... Come on, hurry up and find out who did this. Hurry, hurry, hurry! Shut up, do you want to get killed? Sorry, I'll be good. Oh, I've got it, I figured it out. The problem is, when I identified the victim's dying message as a W, I was mistaken. You were? It wasn't a W because it wasn't even English. The victim was Japanese, so he was trying to write in Japanese. So everyone was once again gathered in the classroom. What's this all about? Why have you brought us all together? Don't tell me you know who did it. Who in the world was it? Please, tell us. I'm not hearing a lot of can-do spirit in your voices. Well, this is the third time we've done this. Everyone's getting pretty tired of it by now. Tired of it, huh? Well, this time, I've got the solution locked down. No more mistakes. What I thought was a W was actually a Japanese character that our victim was unable to finish writing properly before he died. So his dying message wasn't the letter W, it was the kanji for mountain, Yama. And in this classroom, only one person name begins with Yama. Ergo, the culprit is you, Chihaya Yamase. What? To think Yamase could be capable of such an act. You can't always judge people by their looks. Okay, people, it's arresting time. Wait, please. What is it, Chihaya? Trying to make excuses, are you? No, it's just, if you think about the proper stroke order for writing Yama, there's no way you'd accidentally write a W instead. They're too different. Chihaya, tell me, what is the proper stroke order for the kanji Yama? You start by drawing the vertical line in the middle, when you draw the left and right sides afterwards. Investigator Sachi, how old are you? 7. So you're at least in 1st grade. You should have learned how to write Yama by now. Alright everyone, let's disperse once more, nice and orderly. God damn it. Now knowing Chihaya couldn't be the culprit either, Sachiko returned to the body and took stock of the facts at hand. If Chihaya's not the murderer, then who is it? It'd be really nice if you identified the true culprit right about now, you know. I know, and this time I will, for sure. In fact, I've concluded that while the victim's dying message wasn't Yama, it also wasn't a W. As you can see, this isn't a W, but rather, when you look at it from the other direction, it's an M. And based on the hint that Nana gave me before, I know that when you're writing the name using the English alphabet, you sort it by the first letter, and the only person with an M and the first letter is... It's just a wrong. Ren, gather everybody together. You think you actually have it this time? We've been summoned again. It's kind of inevitable we would be. I'm getting really tired of this. Me too. I finally determined the identity of the true culprit. And it was you, Morishige. Well deduced, I must say. Why did you kill Kishinuma? He doodled in my Japanese history textbook. He had to be punished. Another random callback to the trailer? I mean, I had my suspicions about him back when he was taking photographs of the body. Who does that? I'd always thought of Kishinuma as my best friend, and yet he defaced Xavier with such an ungodly amount of facial hair. How in the world did it come to this, though? I see now that it was nothing to be angry about. I'm so sorry, Kishinuma. Even if I did always find myself irritated by your wild, unrefined, insensitive nature, and your ability to get under basically anyone's skin. Yoshiki considered putting this whole ordeal to an end right there, as soon as he heard Morishige's confession. But he knew Sachiko wasn't yet ready to call it, so he decided, with significant difficulty, just to grin and bear it a little longer. What a sad story. But something still doesn't seem right somehow. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Sachi, but the reason something doesn't seem right is because Sukataro has an alibi. At the time when the murder is thought to have occurred, he was witnessed rehearsing in the gym. So Morishige's not the culprit? Then who is he trying to protect with his lies? What? So your deduction still isn't right? Forgive me, please. This really is getting to be a pain, though. Maybe I should just kill everybody after all. That's not a very detective-like thing to say. Yuya? Yes, Satsuko, yes, show me a spectacular dance of death unlike any I've ever seen before. Show me that wondrous glint of life as it's extinguished. Please come down, Sachi. That won't solve anything. You're an investigator, no? I guess killing everyone would be the easiest solution, but I'll think it over a little more first. Ah, I got it. There's one other person whose name begins with an M, and that's our murderer. Someone else with an M? I'm not so sure about this. All my mistaken IDs so far have been acting. Just acting to highlight what a different case this is and heighten the drama. If you say so. This time I know I've got it right. How many times does she need? All I've been doing is lying here. And I've grown ever tired of that. Besides, just leaving a dead body plopped on the ground this long is stupid. Wouldn't you normally call the cops and tape it off as a crime scene? I filled the role, and then some, but goddammit, a man's got his limits, and mine have been pushed farther than they've ever been pushed before. I'm gonna keep following the script. No, not yet. I have to bear his pain just this pain a little bit longer. If this is all it takes to make me break, what kind of man would I be? I'm better than that. Well now, all the mysteries have been solved. Step forward, true criminal, whose name begins with M. Mayu. Well, reason, that's correct. I am the true culprit of this crime. What? How is she the murderer? She isn't even the case of characters, is she? The cast of characters, is she? In point of fact, you've all learned nothing whatsoever of my character all this time, but I've been by your side, scene for scene. She said since scene 1. You see, this is what they call a narrative trick. Is that even a real thing? Mayu. Thank you, Shig, for trying to take the rap in my place. It made me very happy to see you do that. But if you were to be labeled a criminal here and punished accordingly, I don't think I'd be able to bear it. Mayu, why did you kill Kishinuma? Kishinuma, Shig, and I have been friends since the beginning, and I thought we always would be. Until the love triangle came to be anyway. Love triangle? You don't mean Sir Knight and Sugitaro were both fighting over you? No, this is an interesting development. No, that's not it. Then what? I was in love with Shig, I'll admit it, yet... One day, I saw it, the two of them walking together, being very friendly. Hey, Shig bro, is that you? Wait. Don't you think you're standing a little too close to me? What other choice do I have? Without my glasses, I can't see, remember? If I don't stay right by your side, I won't know where I'm walking. Why are they shipping them? That doesn't mean you have to freaking feel me up. It's weird. I can feel your body heat. Don't worry, it's just as uncomfortable for me. Put it out of your mind and focus on not bumping into anything, please. What? Why are you and Kishinuma walking arm in arm? It can't be. I didn't see a thing, I swear. Kishinuma and Shig looked so playful together, like they were saying, the sky, like they were lovers. How kind of nasty scenario are you imagining? I could just tell that those two have done it. Whoa, no, there's no goddamn way. I like it. You're wrong, Mayu. That was a misunderstanding. How could you ever expect that Kishinuma and I were lovers? It's preposterous. I've always treasured you far more than him, Mayu. Shig. So that's what happened. A sorrowful tragedy played out as three souls were led astray by happenstance. I'm sorry, Kishinuma. I, Sachiko, am a spirit world investigator. Many spirits have crossed my path. But among them, the most fearsome is man, or something. That's not an acceptable conclusion. Is this really how it's going to end? I don't get it at all. So it turned out to be a crime of passion, I guess? It's all a little, Why is Sachiko staying so quiet? Was that actually seriously the end? Don't tell me, is she waiting for applause? Nobody knows how the hell to react. The monster in the audience is crying and clapping. Everyone, come on, keep clapping, god damn it. Yeah, applause, applause. Thank you all. I don't know how long am I supposed to just stay like this? Follow the script? Follow the script. Might as well follow the damn script. Pretty much have to follow the damn script. Defy the script. Pretty much have to follow the damn script. It's almost over. I've come this far. I might as well wait until it ends. And so ends the tale. Spirit World Investigator Sachi, thank you all for your captive attendance. Please be certain to check your seats for any missing belongings as you file out of the theater. As Maya finished her narration, the curtains closed on this disastrous production. I do not accept that ending. Shut up, Naho. The voice came from the audience seating. It was Naho Sanoki, who'd suddenly shot to her feet. She was now approaching the stage. Naho? The story was just too nonsensical. There are rules for mystery writing established by visionaries in the fields such as Knox and Van Dyne. What did you hope to accomplish by ignoring them, with such a shallow payoff, no less? Naho, get a hold of yourself. You stay out of this, Sayaka. Wait, you have a problem with my play? You wanna die? I figured I'd eventually have to settle things with you. Might as well be now. By the light of the 7 stars, I hereby condemn you. Look at the amateur spiritual medium acting like she can take me. The others instinctively moved a fair distance away from Naho and Sachiko, not wanting to get caught up in what looked like it could get quite ugly. Seems to get a fight between an evil spirit and a spiritual medium on our hands. I think we're safe to leave them be. We've fulfilled an obligation by putting on the play for Sachiko. We've had no stake in this battle. Maya, I seem to recall you just saying something about never cutting corners and always giving 120%. What if that credo now? It ends with the play. Though I will say, it was rather exhilarating feeling to indulge in play acting again. It's been some time. So, that's all this was to you? An indulgence? Indeed. Shika was really happy to see you act. It really has been some time. You were? Thank you, Mayu. Why are you thanking me? Because it's thanks to you pushing me into joining the drama club with you that I remembered how much I love play acting. Were it not for that, I likely would have never allowed self-pity and done nothing at all. I would have wallowed in self-pity and done nothing at all, and turned out to be a shallow shell of a human. I hope that I'll continue to play act with you by my side for a long time to come. Shig. Wow, now that's what I call true romance. Good for you, Mayu. You two should just start going out already. They are siblings. Stop it. Don't say that, it's not like that. Such pure love. I really envy innocence like that. So, with this, Sachiko's birthday party is at an end, no? I suggest we take our leave of this auditorium before her former self resurfaces. Yeah, that sounds good. Hold on a minute, everybody. Did you see us try to leave? This can't be good. The play was really fun. So now I want to do a romantic comedy just like it. You still want to perform? Am I just supposed to stay like this forever? Ha. Chapter 2, Clear End, Stranger in the Spotlight. Trans Bomb Shelter Ultra Quiz, Chapter 3 is now available in Chapter Select. Let's see if I have any bonus stuff. Gallery of Spirits, okay. Damn, I missed a lot of images. Gersh phonograph, okay. Some music I got. Soulful testimonies. Character Dosseries. Oh wow, I really have none of them. Okay. Casebooks. Review events from the original course party, also known as Blood Covered. Review events. I guess this just goes over everything so far. Okay, this is the Shinozaki family tree. Okay. There's Zion, head of the family Sierra. Died of illness, Tadanari. Third daughter, Chizazuru. Second daughter, Makina. Died of illness, Takashi. First daughter, Reiki. Died of illness, Kaon. Died of illness, Hirohito. Fourth daughter, Kanai. Third daughter, Jin. Second daughter, Yuko. Died in accident, Yuki. First daughter, Yuri. Died of illness, Tadashi. There's Yoshi, Seiji, and Sachiko. And that's where that line ended. Ayato and Asuka, Ayumi, and Hinoi. First daughter, second daughter. So the Shinozaki line keeps going with Hinoi and Ayumi. Timeline of events. Heavenly Host Elementary opens. School nurse Sachiko dies tragically. Sachiko daughter goes missing. Serial kidnapping of murder. Incident occurs. 4 victims confirmed. 3 found dead. 1 survivor. Yoshikazu Yanagihori apprehended. Yoshikazu Yanagihori commits suicide in underground room. Heavenly Host Elementary closes. School principal Takamai Yanagihori ends life by leaping from the school roof. Kisugai Academy opens a former site at Heavenly Host. Kisugai Academy's 30th annual cultural festival takes place. Notes and journals. Victims' memoirs A. One of 5. I ate my friend today. What else was I supposed to do? I was starving. We both were, and there's no food here. So we decided together that one of us should try to live just a little bit longer. If I ever get home, I'm supposed to tell people waiting for us what happened. We left it all to a game of paper, scissors, rock, loser eats winner. And I lost. I felt her blood going down my throat, quenching my thirst. Her meat was supple and satisfying. But that blood and that meat was once my friend. Up until a few hours before, I'd been talking with her. As I feasted, I just kept thinking this food used to be a person. Before I tore it apart, it all worked together and sustained a life. And every time I thought about that, I just started crying and couldn't stop. I wanted some part of her with me, even after she died, so I decided to keep one of her eyeballs. And I thought maybe I should write all this down to help preserve some small portion of my sanity. Victims' Memoirs 2 of 5. I hold in the palm of my hand a piece of a person's body, a piece of a person who was living and breathing only a short while ago. This body part used to be attached to her head, and now I'm walking around the school with it. I had no idea eyeballs were so heavy. I just kept squishing it in the palm of my hand, as if I'm testing its firmness. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Victims' Memoirs 3. I've been searching every last corner of this school building, trying to find a way of escaping with her, but it's not happening. No matter how much we struggle, only further misery awaits us. I'm so unbearably thirsty. So hungry that it feels like my stomach is eating itself, and every moment it gets worse, like a big black mass in front of me that's slowly closing in. I can't keep ignoring it. I've started talking to the eyeball in my hand to help stay focused and maintain my sanity. Stop looking at me like that. I swear, I'll find us a way out of here. I have to make sure I tell your family what you did for me. I'm writing these materials with his sticky hands, but it's not me that is sticky. Something else. I hope you are not mad about this. Maybe you'll think I'm a horrible person, but I got hungry again, really hungry, like I was about to die, so I did something I shouldn't have done. I promised myself I would stay sane and promised myself I wouldn't do it, what I did, and I'm so sorry, really, really sorry, really sorry. But here is no excuse for what I did. With bloody hands, I took the thing that I had been squishing, and I put it in my mouth and I swallowed it. I ate it. If you are reading this, allow me to forewarn you. There is no hope for rescue. There is nothing to be gained. Endless wandering and endless torture is the nature of this place. I succumbed to my hunger and thirst. I began nibbling on that corpse again. There is no flavor, no sensation. Just meat and fluid to sate my empty belly. I promised I would not desecrate your body anymore. But I broke that promise. Please, forgive me. Damn. So these are things we've pretty much seen from the first and second game. It's about, you know, the kids, they got killed, and the stuff, the memoirs from the first game. So that was Corpse Party. Sachiko, Sweet Sachiko's Hysteric Birthday Bash Chapter 2, Stranger in the Spotlight. We got one bad end. But, you know, seeing everything and how far everything can branch off, it's pretty neat. I'm really liking it so far. I'll be back tomorrow with the third chapter, Trans Bomb Shelter Ultra Quiz. So look forward to that. This is Moonsong signing out. I will see you all later. Goodbye.